Welcome back to another trade recap. Today is August 13th. Today I made $0 today. P&L, 0. Let's get into it. Okay, there's only one play really today, and this is probably gonna be a shorter recap unless I find something to yap about. But yeah, one play that I did fade, and it's just because I'll explain in a second. But so far, we just have this 15-minute and this 30-minute, right? Now, what I wanted to see off open was I wanted to see price bounce off of this 30-minute, and then we get an inversion, okay? So this was the play I wanted to see off open, like this, and then ES to also be in a spot of distribution, which would be this 30-minute bullish fair value gap right here. Now there was a 4-hour unfilled and there were equal lows right here, and there was also a 4-hour unfilled right here, but there was an SMT with ES where this was mitigated, and I was kind of open to just taking it off the 30-minute bullish fair value gap rejection because of the fact that we're close to all-time highs. Usually when we're in all-time highs, we get shallow retracements and then we pump up. So I was expecting to get shallow retracement and then a pump up. So market opens right here. Boom. We manipulate into this 30-minute. And then the only entry that I see that's valid here is this 15-second. The reason why I did not take this 15 second is because I really just have never taken a 15-second ever. Like, I don't have any backtested data on it. I don't know when I should be taking these and when I shouldn't, just to be honest. Like, I've never traded a 15 seconds ever. But I think that today is kind of a wake-up call where it's like, okay, like you kind of, like, you understand the market enough to start adding stuff. Because, like, main thing I really wanted to do with my trading is just not overcomplicate things. I wanted to keep things simple. I just go to I was in the 1 minute to 5 minute on executions. Then the 30-second, I learned the 30-second. Now I'm gonna learn the 15-second. I think this is just a wake up call to learn the 15-second because this is just in my opinion, a perfect play. We have this, we don't get the close right here, but we get it here. You would have to wait for retracement. Boom, you tag in at like 1R right here. And then like you would just put it, I don't even know where you tag in. I don't know, some people enter it off just this candle. I would probably try to wait for a retracement just so that I could get a little bit more RR like this, like something like this. And yeah, I mean, I feel like this 15-second was the play of the day, but I just really don't have enough backtested data on 15 seconds. Like, I don't know. Okay, like, for example, there was a time where I was demo trading and I was learning inversions, and then I wanted to add all these other confluence. I wanted to add order blocks, CISD, all of this. And then I would take, like, entries off order blocks and entries off CISD, and they would lose. And I would be confused, but I don't study those. Like, I don't practice that. Like, okay, let me just do this in basketball terms. I hope this makes sense, guys. If you don't watch basketball, I'm sorry. Let's say you're a catch and shoot shooter, okay? You're like Klay Thompson, 2017. And you are 55% from the corner, from both corners, right? Let's say our corners in this example are inverse fair value gaps, but you're 25% from the field on order blocks, and you're 40% from CISD. So like, let's say order blocks are at the top of the key, and CISD are layups, okay? Just go with the example, guys. I'm going to try not to shoot from the top of the key. So like, for this example with the 15-second, I don't have any familiarity. How do you say that word? Familiarity? Familiarity? I'm not familiar with the 15-second, so I don't take entries on it. But I think that needs to change. And I kind of just haven't really taken the time to learn them, but I think I'm going to change that starting today. I'm going to back test and take 15 seconds and whatever. So then I can learn, and then I can execute on plays like this. Because I feel like this is a very obvious, this play was so obvious, but I just didn't take it because I just didn't take 15 seconds. Like, I just really I'm like stern when it comes to like change. Like, I don't like to change this because I feel like it's working. You know what I'm saying? But back to what I was saying, let's say for this example, I'm 60% from 30 second, 80% from 1 to 5 minute, and then 25% from 15 second. That's my ideology behind avoiding it. But I think that is more of an issue with the person being a low percentage from that area. Like, just fix that, make that a good percentage, make your whole trading overall better. And this 15 second does end up playing out, and it does end up smashing TP. So yeah, that was really the only play of the day. If you took anything above here, play was trash. Well, no, it's not trash. Well, I didn't see anything, and I didn't like anything. So like, you feel me? But yeah, I'm gonna take this day as a lesson. Try to take lessons from every single day. If I catch a win, if I catch a dub, if it's a perfect day, boom, like thank goodness. But if it's not, like today, where this was an obvious plan, I just didn't capitalize because of my lack of like knowing the 15 second, and boom. And then yesterday, took a full loss. It was yesterday or Tuesday. I think it was Tuesday. I took a full loss because I didn't do CISDs. And like now I'm starting to understand that when I'm in these choppy price action, like when we are moving sideways, and then we manipulate into something, and it's not like something very high volume like 930 open. We're not getting like AMD off 930 and like a Judas swing, which is more volatile, where you don't have to wait for CISD. We get 1030 open and we manipulate lower into a 15-minute bullish fair value gap, and then we get a 1 minute inversion. I think in these scenarios, I need to wait for CISD because we're waiting for extra confirmation, because it's not a high volatility thing like market open. 1030 open, if you're manipulating into a new fair value gap, is a high volatility, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's high volatility, but 930 open is so volatile. So it's like, it's a little different, you know what I'm saying? But then this play got stop hunted, and then we got a 1 minute CISD inverse fair value gap. I think I'm gonna start adding CISDs to my confluences when we're in chop. I wait for a CISD and an inverse fair value gap. And yeah, but this whole week of price action, I feel like I'm down like $100. Well, 77, but like I'm just gonna round up to 100. So it like sounds like a clean number. But I honestly feel like these lessons are worth it, to be honest. Like I feel like I'm learning a lot this week about the markets and everything. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today's trade recap. Swipe up if y'all boys have any questions, and I will see y'all, not swipe up, what the heck is saying Snapchat? Comment if y'all have any questions. I respond to all comments in 24 hours max. Actually, let me stop. I don't know. I'll probably respond quick though. But I'll see y'all boys.